Hello everyone, I Professor Bhavik Kumar M. Kataria welcomes you into the video series of Computer Network. We are discussing unit number 5, link layer and wireless LANs. So till today we have discussed following topics in terms of error handling. There is error detection and error correction. Into these topics we have discussed portion of error detection. So guys, in terms of error detection we have discussed data plus data, parity checks, checksum and CRC. Whereas in terms of error correction there is a Hamming code and that is remain to discuss. So we have discussed few characteristics related to all error detection techniques. In terms of data plus data, we are sending one duplicate data packet. So there is need to send a data of doubles. Whereas in case of parity check, we are using one-dimensional or two-dimensional parity, horizontal and vertical parity check. So this type of parity checks we are going to be used. In terms of checksum, we are making the sum of all the digits whatever we want to send, and then after we are finding the ones complement and we are sending the checksum and original data. Whereas in case of CRC we are sending the cyclic code and with the redundant bit, and we are using the CRC generator to find the CRC values. So this thing we have discussed in terms of parity check, cyclic redundancy check and checksum. Today we are going to discuss error correction. So error correction technique is a Hamming code. Why the name Hamming code is there? Because this method is suggested by R.W. Hamming. So let's see what R.W. Hamming suggested. In here first we will find the block length n bit. So how we will find the block length n bit? N is equal to 2 raised to m minus 1. But value of m we have to choose m greater than equal to 3. So if we will look value of m is equal to 3, suppose we will go with the minimum value. So 2 raised to 3 means 8. 8 minus 1 is equal to 7. So we can start with the 7 bit length. And today we will discuss the example of 7 bit length. Next thing, there is a number of message or data bits. Because whatever the length we are getting currently, that is length of data plus parity. By considering both this thing, there is a length is 7 bit data plus parity. So now there is need to determine how much bit allocated to data and how many bits allocated to parity. So to determine, we will find the data bits. So to finding the data bits, there is a equation k is equal to 2 raised to m minus 1. 2 raised to m is equal to 3. So 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8 minus m is equal to 3 minus 1. 8 minus 3 minus 1. So we will get 4. So we will use 4 bit for the data out of 7 bit. And now we will find the parity bits. So we will make n minus k. So n is equal to 7 bit and 4 bit for the data. So 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. So we will use 3 bit for the parity. And total it will be a 7 bit code. Now minimum distance d of minimum is equal to 3 because of parity bit and efficiency of code. So we can find the efficiency of code by k divided by n, where is 2 raised to m minus 1 divided by 2 raised to m minus 1. Get it? So we can also find the efficiency of code by the equation k divided by m. So right now we are not looking for the any efficiency of code. We want to discuss one example. So let's see. Our data given to us, that is 1010. These are the data bits. Data bits are 1010. 4-bit data given to us, and it will be specifying into the example how much bit for the data, how much bit for the Hamming code. So there is a 7-bit Hamming code that will be specified to you, so you can determine the remaining bit of parity. Get it? So whenever there is a 4-bit of data, definitely there will be a 3-bit parity. So now what we have to do, we have a 7-bit data, but we have a 4-bit data. So where we will put this 4-bit, and what are the location of parity bits and which are the parity bits, that we have to find out. So let's see. These are the 7-bit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8-bit is not present. We will go up to the 7-bit, but we have to decide the position or location of data bit and parity bit. So how we will define this location? So let's see. To find the parity position, we will start with the 2⁻0 for the P1. 2⁻0 means 1. So first location is allocated to the parity bit P1. Then after 2⁻1, it means 2. So second position is also allocated to the parity bit. Then after 3, 2⁻3 is equal to 4. So we will left the position number 3 and fourth position again allocated to the parity bit P4. And next 2⁻3, it means 8. But right now currently 8th bit is not present, so no need to allocate fourth parity bit. We will allocate 3 parity bits, and remaining 4 bits will be left empty for the data. So these are the 3rd, 5th, 6th and 7th bit allocated to the data. So 3rd bit is 0, 5th bit is 1, 6th bit is 0 and 7th bit is 1. So let's put the data bits. 3rd bit as a 0 from the data as it is. Next 5th bit is a second data bit is 1. 6th bit is a third data bit is a 0, and 7th bit is a fourth data bit as a 1. So that is our data bit 1010. Now we have to decide the value of parity bits. So how we will decide the value of parity bit? So we can decide it from here, P1, P2 and P3. Some people will say you that is suggested by the Hamming, and you have to remind these techniques. These are the location 1357, 2367 and 4567. So my dear students, no need to remember anything. Get it? Because everything have their proofs and their solutions. Get it? So let me show you why this position is 1357, 2367 and 4567. Actually these are the error positions from 0 to 7. So we will convert the value of 0 to 7 into binary. So binary of 0 is equal to 0, 0, 0. Binary of 1 is equal to 1, 0, 0. Get it? Binary of 2 is equal to 0, 1, 0. Binary of 3 is equal to 1, 1, 0. Binary of 4 is equal to 0, 0, 1. Binary of 5 is equal to 1, 0, 1. Binary of 6 is equal to 0, 1, 1. Binary of 7 is equal to 1, 1 and 1. Why we are taking 3 bits here? Because we are choosing 3 bit as a parity. Get it? Suppose we will choose the value of m is equal to greater than 3. Like here we have choose the value of m is equal to 3. So that's why here we are getting the number of parity bits are 3. So suppose we have choose the 2⁻4. So it will be a 16 minus 1 and 15 bit Hamming code. So in terms of 15 bit Hamming code, if we will look about the parity bits, so it will be 2⁻4 minus 4 minus 1. So it will be 16 minus 4 minus 1. So it will be a 11-bit Hamming code. So in terms of 11-bit Hamming code, we will choose the number of data bits and number of parity bits. So according to that position, we have to go for the number of bits for the parity. But right now, currently there are 3 bits parity, so that's why we are choosing 3 bits only. Now let's see, make the first column. How many ones are there? First one is at 1, second one is at 3, third one is at 5, and fourth one is at 7. So 1 3 5 7. That's why here there is a positions 1 3 5 7. Let's see into the second column for P2 and C2. Currently, as a sending side, we will use P1 P2 P3, and receiving side we will use C1 C2 and C3. So if you will look about the P2's column, so first one is at second position, second one is at third position, third one is at sixth position, and fourth one is at seventh position. So it will be 2 3 6 and 7. So here 2 3 6 and 7. Then after, for the P3, there is a 4 5 6 and 7. So we have to choose following bit. So let's see which are the bits located here. So let's see from the for the P1. For the P1 there is 0 1 and 1. Get it? And we will add one more 0. Why we are adding 0 here? So let's see the remaining data bits. First bit is a parity bit. First position of P1 is at first, position of P2 is starting with the P2, and position of P3 is at P4. So these are the 1 2 and 4. These are the location of parity bits. These are the data bits. So let's see data bits 3 5 and 7. Third bit is 0, fifth bit is 1, and seventh bit is 1. So 0 1 1, 0 1 1. We are adding one more 0 to make it even parity. Here we are making it even. Now let's see in this case 3 6 and 7. 3 0 6 0 and 7 1, 0 0 1. So here 0 0 1 we are writing 1 to making it even. So here we are writing 1. 5 6 7, fifth bit 0, 1, that is receiver bit. We have to look the sender's bit. Fifth bit is 1, sixth bit is 0, and seventh bit is 1 1 0 1. So 1 0 1. So to making it even, we are writing 1 more 0. So that's why we are choosing 0 1 and 0. So first parity bit P1 as a 0, second parity bit P2 as a 1, and third parity bit P3 as a 0. So let's put first bit parity P1 0, second bit parity P2 1, and third bit parity P4 0. So these our 7 bit are the sending sides bit. Sender will send this data 0 1 0 0 1 0 1. So data bits are 0 1 0 1, and parity bits are 0 1 and 0. These are the parity bits we have calculated. So along with the data, sender will send the parity bits. So total 7 bit will be sending out it 0 1 0 0 1 0 and 1. That is the combination of data bits and parity bits. Now suppose receiver is receiving data look like 0 1 0 0 0 0 1. So this bit is slipped here. Let's see, due to any type of error, like it should be a noise or any other data corruption error, so this bit is going to be changed. Receiver will receive 0 1 0 0 0 0 1. In place of 1, receiver received 0 here. So let me check we are able to detect and correct the error or not by the Hamming code. So let's see how we will correct this error. So first thing, we will choose the value of C1, C2 and C3 to find the error. Again 1 2 2 and 4. These are the parity bits, and remaining 357, 367 and 567, these are the data bits. So receiver will check about the data bits 3, 5 and 7. Bit number 3, 0, 5, 0 and 7, 1, 0, 0, 1. Get it? So to make it even, receiver will add one more 1. Get it? First position was started from the 0, but there is need to add one more 1, because here the value of C1 is equal to 3, 5 and 7. Third bit is 0, fifth bit is 0 and seventh bit is 1, 0, 0 and 1. So in place of 0 we will add 1. For the C2, 2, 3, 6, 7. So 2 is a parity bit 1. Get it? But we will check from the remaining bit 3, 6 and 7. 3 is 0, 6 is 0 and 7 is 1. So for the C2, so we will check from the position number 2, that is 1, then after 3 that is 0, 6 that is 0 and 7, 1, 0, 0, 1. So 1, 0, 0, 1. So there is 2 ones, so no need to add more 1. So that's why we are writing 0. Remaining thing, that is 4, 5, 6, 7. So it will be a 0, 1, 0, 1, 5, 6, 7. So it is 1, 0, 1. Sorry, we have to check from here what receiver receives. 0, 0, 1. So in terms of 0, 0, 1, there is a single 1. So again there is need to add more 1 to make it even. So value of C1 we will get 1, C2 0 and 1. So we will put the value of C1 is equal to 1, C2 is equal to 0 and C3 is equal to 1. If we will convert it into from the binary, so we will get 1, 2, 4. So it will be 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. So fifth bit is corrupted. So let's see, check the fifth bit from starting. What receiver receives? 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. Bit number 1, bit number 2, bit number 3, bit number 4 and bit number 5. This bit is corrupted. Fifth bit is corrupted. Get it? So that is our answer. We have to check fifth bit. Suppose fifth bit is 0. So whenever we will make from 0 to 1, so we can correct the error. So we will get original data 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0 and 1. That is our original data. If we will remove parity bit from here, suppose we are removing parity bit P1, P2 and P4. So what we will get? 0, 1, 0, 1. So receiver will be able to extract the data 0, 1, 0, 1, which is actually sent by the sender. So that is the all fundamentals of Hamming code, how we can detect and correct the error. And in our next session we will discuss access control, and that session will be the last theory section of computer network. So stay connected, stay healthy.